Hey everyone, this is Andy from GizChina, and today we're going to look at the JiaYu F1. This is JiaYu's entry-level Android smartphone, and it costs just 299 RMB, which is $50 here in China. Just looking at the box, we've got the same sort of plain recycled cardboard box that we saw the JiaYu G2F in. There's no specs or anything on here, just a plain cardboard box with a JiaYu F1 label in the bottom. Alright, let's take a look what's inside here. So, just pull open the top. We've got a JiaYu F1 warranty card here, which is in Chinese. We have the F1 phone itself. 2400 mAh battery, which is actually quite big considering the 4-inch display of the F1 and the dual-core processor. That's quite a nice size battery for a low-cost phone. Mains adapter for the charger, and we've also got a USB data cable. And that's it, there's nothing else in there. There's no cases, there's no screen protector, and there are no earbuds. So, JiaYu have really kept the price down by, removing bits and bobs there. Okay, so this is it. This is the JiaYu F1. 4-inch display. VGA camera at the top here, front-facing camera. Receiver grill, and we've got capacitive buttons which are backlit here on the chin. Design-wise, it's very similar to the JiaYu G2F, which I'll just bring in. So you can see that they look almost identical. There are a few differences. The F1 has a silver surround around the screen. The front-facing cameras are in different positions. We've got a chrome icons here for the G2F. And the G2F has a 4.3-inch display, whereas the F1 has a 4-inch display. Okay, so the F1 here in China is $50, 299 RMB. The version that JiaYu have sent us is a TD-SCDMA version. So that means we can use it on 3G here in China only, on China Mobile's 3G network. And outside of China, you should be able to use it on GSM 2G frequencies. But the good news is, at the middle of this month, March 2014, a WCDMA version of this phone will be on sale. We have no idea how much it's going to cost outside of China. I'm going to guess around $60 to $70. But even so, it's still a pretty good phone for the money. Okay, let's have a look what else we've got here. So, the silver surround. We turn the phone to the right, we've got a volume rocker. In the top, we've got a 3.5mm headphone jack. I'll just bring that in a bit closer. Power button. Nothing along the left-hand side. And we've got a data cable connector here, so we can charge the phone up, and we can also transfer files and stuff. Looking at the back of the phone, we've got a JiaYu logo here and here, external speaker, LED flash, and a 5-megapixel autofocus camera. And if we can just pull the rear off. Here we go. So this is just it's obviously for 299 RMB, you're getting quite basic stuff here. There's no NFC on here, so you can see that it's just a white plastic shell. We do have dual SIM support, and like I say, this is the TD-SCDMA version, so we have a space for one TD-SCDMA and one GSM. They're both normal size SIM cards, and we also have space here for a micro SD card. Okay, let's pop the battery in and let's take a look at the phone. And turn it up. Okay, so there you go, it's booting up. In a moment you'll see the capacitive buttons light up. There you go, the buttons have lit up, and we've got the lock screen here, and as you can see, it's showing me that there are no SIM cards in here, and you can see the GPS is trying to connect to. Okie dokie, so this is running a 1.3 GHz dual-core MT6572 processor with a Mali 400 GPU, and it's only got 512 megabytes of RAM. I mean, that's not much compared to a lot of phones nowadays, but the price is super cheap, so Anyway, anyone looking at a phone like this isn't really going to be bothered about pure performance. They just need something to stay connected and have pretty good battery life. And with a 2400 mAh battery and this low-res display and the low-power CPU, I think you're going to get a few days worth of power out of this. Okay, let's open up the, let's unlock it. So we've got this nice, it's a little bit different to the G2F. We flip it up to unlock it, and we've got these nice, cool icons here. If we go into the notifications, it floats down like that and floats back open. It's got some nice little animations on it. We'll turn the brightness up a little bit there. Okie dokie. So let's have a look at the settings. Let's see what else we have in here. So you can see I've put it into English already. This version of the phone, it only came with English or Chinese, but I do assume that that once they do launch the international version, there'll be other languages in there too. Okay. So you can see flicking through the phone, I mean the animation's quite slow, but it doesn't feel sluggish at all. The actual phone feels quite nice and fast. If we open up and have a look at the camera, we've got a 5 megapixel camera on here. I'm not sure I'll be able to take any photos because, oh there we go, yeah. There is 4 gigabytes of RAM memory on board, so we should be able to take a few photos. Let's take a photo of this. So you can see it's not the fastest of phones in the world, but it's not. There you go, you can see it's not the super fast phones that we've seen in the past. It's not like the octa-core phones and the 2 gigabyte of RAM phones that we've seen in the past. It's just a cheap phone to get you going. And if you really need to take photos, there you go, it will take them. There's also a HDR mode in here. There's panorama in here, smile detection, lots of different things, and we can record video as normal too. Alright, so this is it. This is the first hands-on with the JiaYu G2F. Now, obviously I'm not blown away by the phone because, you know, it's just a low-cost phone. But, you know, for a 300 RMB phone, for a $50 phone, you really cannot beat it. It's really quite nice. It feels very sturdy in your hand. Obviously it's not the best looking, it's got really thick bezels and everything, but if you just need something like to stick in the car, you know, while you're out and about, or you're going traveling and you just need something with good battery life and 3G connectivity, I can't see any problems at all with the F1. If you could spring for the extra, you know, obviously the G2F does offer better performance, a better rear camera, and an OGS display, but if, you know, if money is an issue, the F1 is a really awesome little phone. Okay, so what we're going to do, as usual, we're going to put it through its paces, full review with benchmarks, photo samples, more video, and we'll post all that in a few days. So there you go, JiaYu F1, first hands-on. Thanks for your time, goodbye.